Huh? Hey, freak. We'll be set back if you die. Focus on attack. I can handle the rescues. Capiche? So, what's your deal, kid? Acting like a good Samaritan now won't erase all that karma on ya. Once this is over, you're hilarious if you think I'll let you go back playing Psycho just cause you're playing here and now. You're not that dumb, kid. So what's the goal here? Who do you think you are switching gears like that?
You look away.
Right, just cause you can. Silly me for asking. Alright, how about a new question? What's your name? Really now? Then who the hell is Frisk? You get to know all about us with your power. Yet even looking at the data, there is nothing about you to find. Where are you from? How old are you? What's your birthday? Where are your parents? What grade are you in? What do you want to be when you grow up? Or is that the point? No past, no future, no prior standards. You get nothing on you, so you could be anything you feel like being in the moment? You just roleplay whatever sounds like fun. Or is there a world you're too afraid to go back to? Kid. Anyway, back to the topic. If you're playing Rescue Ranger now, at least call me to help. It'll make progressing easier. But don't be stupid on my watch.
Call Sense was added to your Act menu. Shield was added to Sense Act. Chat is set up. Initiating assault in T-minus 20 minutes.
Excellent. Don't miss the other trap's M3W2. M3W5? What is the status on Undyne?
We have not located the captain anywhere.
Interrogate the captors. They must know something.
We have conducted thorough questioning. None of the detained persons are aware of her.
Then pull it out of them! Any means necessary!
Yes, Doctor!
You may take all my EXP, but once I got Undyne, her stats will boost up mine enough to end whatever advantage you have. Where are you, Undyne? No. Another one, Doctor. No. M3W5? I thought you detained all the subjects! Make another batch of cameras! Pronto! Good luck trying to get to the rescue team, comedian. I've been experimenting on a perma weapon. Damage that persists even on resets. And I think I could do without a smiley face from now on. Even you need time to charge your teleporting. Why not use that on the kid then, genius? And stop the flow of EXP too early? Please. I need to make sure nothing gets more determined than me ever again. Until I override their power, it's a short-sighted endeavor. But I can sacrifice one EXP! No. Hey, don't hit them! Or we're stuck with this run! You thinking what I'm thinking?
First run.
No, you idiot! Nah, don't worry about it. Huh? I've been studying the amalgamate DT. You just gotta know where to extract it from. Though it needs to be transferred into an amalgamate to be extracted efficiently. You're lucky it was just enough before memory had hit their limit. Oh yeah, I got mine out too, don't you worry.
Second run.
How dare you? Okay, so I was able to get some Omni DT out of you, but it's not enough to get back to 20. Or 10 even. I'll get Toriel here in a bit. Medical magic is not my field. She might know what to do.
I know monsters can increase their HP by training the magic. But we are made of magic, so I'm not sure how it works for humans. Perhaps a soul-specific practice could help, but all my books about humans are out of the shelter. But do not worry, child. When you have a good sleep, you can increase it by 10, so you'll be just fine. Until I get my hands on human medicine again, I'll coat your soul with a protective shield anytime you leave the shelter. But do be careful, the spell wears off after a while, and one damage will pierce through once or twice. Oh, silly me, I forgot to introduce myself. I am Toriel. I am the queen of monster kind. Let me show you around the shelter, child. Sans, Agore asked for you. Would you go see him, please?
Yep. Got it.
There, child, all healed up. If you need anything or want to know about the shelter, just come to me.
The sparring today was very impressive. Your persistence in battle reminds me of my pupil, Undyne. She wasn't very happy with Sans' approach. I told her to keep her temper in check, and hasn't been seen in quite a while. I hope she's alright. I'd like to apologize for my tone with her. The children would feel less anxious if she was around.
A tall skeleton kept knocking on my door, so I went with him to not be rude. When I looked for what to do, some kids started messing with my music stuff. It seems to put them at ease, so the queen put me in charge of the nap room. Now I'm stuck and can't be by myself. Kids are cute though, I guess.
A gun? I'm not gonna hand some tiny whippersnapper a firearm. You kids in them silly games be making your too trigger happy. How about a good old axe instead, eh?
Nice cream guy is just cleaning with Agore, but mentions that he helps Muffin sometimes. Burgerpants is also there, except he kept trying to chat with the female evacuees, so he was placed here forcefully.
Hello, human! Did you know you can get a discount if you buy free passes instead? That way you give us more money than you meant to.
Very good theory. You're not supposed to say that.
I overheard you two are going to Hotland. Would you mind me tagging along? I want to get some ingredients for tonight's cake.
Sure, good opportunity to practice that thing I taught you.
Splendid idea, brother. Haha, behold, dodge! Of course I've always known how to dodge. It just feels rude to do so. But even the king urged me to break the habit. The practice part is actually doing it. Well, to be perfectly honest, I was hoping to encounter Undyne. I miss her a lot, Sans.
Aw, Pap, don't you worry. She turned up soon enough. Her fins will swim right back to us before you know it.
You're right. I suppose her being gone gives me enough material to report to her about. I do hope you found a trusting ear in the human too now, brother. For whatever you cannot share with me. Haha!
First round.
To reset our world so often. They must have been terribly lonely.
Something like that.
Second round.
Sans, would you look where the human child is? They left the kitchen before the cake came in. They seemed upset. You two get along, right? Sans?
No kidding. I'll check on him, Tori.
Sans! Human! No, I have not found Sans yet, but he knows how to find shortcuts. I'll see how to get to you. Don't you worry.
Hey, you! Help me out, please.
Gotcha! You haven't said enough if you think a bunch of rocks would do me in. I'll serve you justice once we're done here. Listen up, you little twerp. I don't give a damn about how nice you act now. Sans might protect the others from the truth, but I have found all your files. The only reason why I'm not killing you now is that it would set us back by a lot. So don't act like my meat shield that does me more harm than any good. This maniac is too willing to get themselves hurt. I guess a little help would be good.
Oh, yes, yes, yes! Nah. Why? I can't get a hold of them. I haven't raised any XP and... that thing... Why are they acting differently? They should be killing them. They should be hunting them down, not saving them. None of my plans work if they all act selfless. What a cruel joke, you psycho. Either we're both the villain, or you are! How dare you pick and choose!
The dog was cold, doctor.
Shut up!
No, you're supposed to obey me.
Right. I'm not Flowey. I'm beyond that now. Time to finally find the king. Won't you help me, darling?
Alphys, we already have access to remember resets. You don't have to go there to serve justice.
Justice? You really think it's still about that? Don't be ridiculous! You have no idea the carnage I have left behind. All of you have just become sacks of data to me. There's no place for me back with you, who don't have lives outside of my own purpose. How do you expect me to be part of your lives again? As if any of you could forgive me!
Go find your own way out, twerp!
Over here, partner! You won't escape me that easily, Captain.
Golly, that could have gone wrong very quickly. Things are gonna get real tricky if she gets her hands on those souls. I think we played around enough with this timeline. Ready to finally follow my idea? What's that look for? If you think about it, we are saving the underground. I mean, she's so close to just ruin it all. Imagine if she really succeeded and we couldn't reset anymore. Party poop if you ask me. But hey, this proves pushing this world does make a difference. Who do you think will lose their mind next? My bet is on Agore for sure. With how he wants, he definitely would. Oh, did I forget to mention where I found it? Poetic, that smiley trash bag, isn't he? Right here!
Despite everything, it's still you.
I was expecting more security. Looks like I could have come by myself after all. Nope!
Well, not sure what else I expected. Oh well. Strap in, kid. This is gonna take a while. You know, this is kind of a nice change. I ran into Undyne, so they're gonna handle Alphys. Meaning this fight is over once Alphys is down. I just gotta keep you busy until then. But I gotta ask, why, buddy? You don't look sure of your decision yourself. Did no one tell you? Staring is rude. This is what it looks like when you try, kid. That was right. It really was just excuses. Try harder too, won't you? Frisk.
And he didn't last long. All barks and no bites. And without a single private EXP. Good job, name. Even that smiley trash bag finally bites the
Children, stop! Hold on, Sans will be here soon!
Where the hell is that brat?
True reset. You really are the embodiment of humanity. You follow a moral path until right before it doesn't benefit you anymore. Typical cowardice of our kind. Don't look so surprised. I still own your soul. This mess Alphys caused hasn't changed that. Although, I've gotta say, getting your soul has been the most useless purchase of all time. The deal was I could have your soul under the condition that I recreate this world. I believed you'd get bored eventually, but your determination has become quite annoying. I wanted to move on, but you refused to, making the deal absolutely worthless to me. Your perverted sentimentality is keeping us both hostage. And you know the worst part? Your lack of LV can't make me enjoy any of this. All I can feel is your guilt. I am done waiting. Take your soul back. There better be enough motivation to not go back. If you still do, I'm taking it again though, as you'd never learn your lesson at this point. I have no use for a child's soul, whose redemption is dependent on forgiveness. Huh? Oh? So the small skeleton has saved data too. So you're attached to this timeline now. Will this become another loop? Or are you going through with it this time? Either way, wake me up. For the finale. What's your name? Or is that the point? No past, no future, no price standards. You get nothing on you, so you could be anything you feel like being in the moment? You just roleplay whatever sounds like fun.
You've been through this before. You're just suppressing the thought. But...
Damn. You want to work on your poker face, kid. Anyway, back to the topic.
You cannot fool a fellow liar. No matter if you take another path before going back here.
Stern is rude.
There's one version of him they never want to see again.
How dare you?
Due to your low stat, Papyrus will be much more protective of you.
Do not worry, human! I shall use all the motherly tenderness of the earth itself!
But not all will respond kindly to it.
Why is your stat so low? What the hell did you do? You broke this world somehow, I just know it. And you will help me clean up your mess, you got that?
How dare you speak of justice? Do you know how this brat messed it all up? We are beyond any means of justice! There's no place for me while they act all innocent! As if any of you could forgive me!
Golly, that could have gone wrong very quickly. Things are gonna get real tricky if she gets her hands on those souls. I think we played around enough with this timeline. Ready to finally follow my idea? Right here!
The night before.
Hey, flake in like that, huh? So, Papyrus is currently stacking the soda cans. Kids challenge him to make the tallest tower. I don't think he's realized yet he's spinning bowling pins. Hope you weren't planning on getting any. Huh? Don't like soda? That's the first actual fact about you you've shared yet. About time. You know, Alphys would gather leftover cans in the corner when we used to have a science staff party. She didn't interact much with anybody, so one time I went over to her, stared at her pile and asked if she liked soda. She answered soda. Soon after we started working together on projects. I don't remember who the royal scientist was at the time, but he was fascinated with her theories of alternate universes. Now, believe it or not, but I used to be a little bit more ambitious, so I had to show the newbie who was the boss. It quickly turned into a competition who would become the next royal scientist. Though it turned more into an inside joke. And to be frank, this whole back and forth with her now, it kinda reminds me of that joke rivalry we used to have. Oh, is that not something I ever mentioned? Guess I'm that good at keeping secrets. Well, I figured it's only fair if I shared after you finally did. Why did I leave the job? Alright, but just because you asked nicely. But, some things I'm keeping for another day. Let's just say Alphys' findings got the better of me. So one night I stayed at the lab, and I found something within that got me to go deeper. And buddy, some things you are just never meant to find. Of course, I deleted any evidence of my meddling. Too much, even. She assumed the program had a bug, but part of me thinks she knows what happened. I regret not keeping in touch as much, but there was no way I could stay after that. That's how you view us, isn't it? All numbers. That's all you could see before. Actually, it's hilarious. No matter how anyone tries to trick this world's rules, it's like we're designed to get us right back to our place. Which, you know, only reason why I checked Memory Head's memories was to figure out how to fix your HP stat. But it never mattered, huh? Not even sending your soul really did a thing to you. Huh? Just take it. If you're gonna reset, at least let it be when I'm actually trying. And no, I'm not mad. Just disappointed. It's weird. In a way, we're stuck in the same boat. Honestly, I just feel sorry for you. Genuinely. I saw that look. You've stopped looking at us this way. Disconnected from it all. It gets to you eventually. The isolation can start stabbing you in the gut. It took a while until I myself decided to still live for what I got. But that feeling never truly goes away. Sometimes I wonder if I actually stuck with one of my promise. Maybe we both could have found someone to feel less alone with. Well, just a thought, I guess. Oops, looks like someone threw a strike. Well, destroy my machine, don't, do whatever. I think I'd rather be at the shelter this time around. You've probably heard this before, but do me a favor when you do finally quit. Leave us at a good place. Will ya, Frisk? Huh? Sorry? Did you say a number? What? You're 9? Share for share. See ya, Frisk.
It's time to let go.
Quite a lack of security. Though knowing that trash bag, you'll have a surprise waiting for us. Why don't you go ahead? Huh? Hey! Where do you think you're going? Hey! Get back here! We're so close! Look, I get it. You're curious on what's gonna happen. struggle against Alphys if she gets the souls. I don't know why she's waited that long, but if she gets them, you cannot reset yourself anymore. Fine, you go play action hero, but I'll still go through with it. By the time you get to her, I kill you both and force you back. Yeah, that's right. I'm still in control of it all, even in her messed up little wonderland of mistakes. Neither you or Alphys can change that fact. You have lost your right to walk away a long time ago. For once, I'm in charge now. I'm not letting you abandon our playground. Abandon me for this mess. Not again. Yeah, that's right. Come right back to me. I have an idea. Why don't we take the souls ourselves next timeline? Maybe then I'll get back my true form. And you will look more like yourself again. We can.
I'm sorry, Azzy. Please. Just this once. Stay home. It's okay, crybaby. Let me go.
Hey, you!
No.
Knew I heard something. Stop wasting time. We gotta go to the shelter.
Thank you, freak. Woke me up right on time. Let's go, partner.
Just before the team battle with Asgore starts, Frisk permanently destroys their fight button. Furthermore, after the mirror scene, you cannot reset. It saves it like a save point.
Aw, I missed you too, Pap. Come here.
Please don't noogie the skeleton!
Undyne, help Tori with the civilians.
What? No! Let me fix!
There's an order, Captain!
Yes, Your Majesty.
Ah! Good luck resetting his death. Even you should not be able to reverse perma damage.
Frisk will explain how you can technically reset his death. The situation would basically repeat itself, but would reset all the progress as well, as the low HP is already a result of changing the path. They hope that when you stop Alphys, she might know how to bring him back. But they can't promise it.
How dare you! So you've been able to reset this timeline too? How many times have you gotten here? How often have you slaughtered us again?
Again?
Never mind that for now. We need to find Alphys. But they cannot be relied on. They should...
They tell the truth. Frisk claims how this world has felt like a role playground to them. Deaths had not meant anything to them. Until now. They know it's too much. But they promise, once they can reason with Alphys, they will give up their soul to Asgore. But only they have the determination to stop her. They ask to trust them just one more time.
You equipped Chef's hat.
I suggest keeping that idea aside for now. But let me tell you, that is a great step into the right direction, human.
What? Papyrus, you just can't expect us to forgive them like that.
I do not expect you to. That is your choice, as it is mine. Honesty goes a long way, Undyne. But they are right. Only they can stop Alphys. So believe in me if you cannot believe in them.
We'll discuss this later. For now, let us take their word.
Fine. We need to figure out how to beat her to the castle. Without Sans, we're not as mobile.
Oh, I can just teleport there.
What? Since when?
Sans taught me recently. That's how I found some evacuees. Although I have not been able to take more than one extra person.
Alright, I'll catch up on foot. You go ahead.
Alrighty.
Hey, Pap?
Huh?
Let's talk later.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Damn you, brat. Now I have to come clean.
Heartland!
Dear me, how does that lazy bones do this all day? Sorry, human. I need a second. Huh? Oh, my deepest apologies. You said Frisk? Huh. I cannot promise the king's judgment, like you cannot promise Sans well-being. But do know, Frisk, my arms will always be open.
Mettaton Delta X will make his appearance. You'll have to battle him for a bit, but as you fight, that Mew Mew wiggles him from the back so you can hit his heart better. Towards the end, Mettaton will attempt trapping you in Amalgamate's goo. The little spiders come out of Papyrus' scarf to release you both.
Dear Pepper, my children shall assist you, as I won't just let my protege get hurt like that. Come back with some sweets and money, Muffin.
Pep will urge you to proceed without him. Eventually, Undyne catches up.
You better prove Pep right, or your resets won't save you from eternal spear showers.
The castle becomes a race ground between you and Alphys, attacking each other, trying to slow each other down.
Alphys, please! What do you even want to do after you reset?
Oh, I am long past that goal! With this power, I'll create a new world and start anew! Why are you smiling?
Sorry, I just noticed your right eye from here. We match now.
Shut up! I don't care! Nothing about the sword can be fixed! I cannot care about the sword anymore! I am getting those damn swords if it is the last thing I—
Hey, huh? You've been busy, huh?
You got hit? I saw the footage! Sailor Doom found your ashes!
Alphys, come on now. What kind of skeleton am I to leave the house with ketchup but no salt? Even slashes have the same red color, who knew?
How the f did you get this much salt?
Groobies.
Bullshit!
Speaking of Groovy, he's guarding the souls far away from this place. So how about we settle this like adults?
I looked up to you. You are the smartest guy I know. And you wasted all just to play a stupid joke? I've had enough. I don't care if I spread my remains all over. If it finally gets you to just shut up!
Well done, kid. Now, I'm out of ideas.
First objective of the fight is to try and get Undyne free. You cannot free her completely, but she'll be able to use one arm to aim for a power belt. Omni DT that stabilizes her love. Just before the belt breaks, she manages to jab you. DT leaks out, which gives her the idea to use it as a perma-hit.
Any last words, you cowards! Your nothing stunt won't work here! It's still my turn!
Well, guess it's time for my special attack.
Oh, please!
Alright, here we go. Alphys, I'm sorry.
What?
I shouldn't have left you alone like that. I made a judgment based on my nihilism, without giving you any support or explanation. I let you down, and I'm sorry. I won't say I'd go back in time if I could change, given that's how this mess starts. I could have destroyed the machine before, but I needed you to hear it first.
You can expect sorry wouldn't fix anything.
You're right, it's not. But it's a start. If it brings my nerd back, if it's forgiveness you wanted, then I'll forgive you in every universe.
That's from episode 23 of Mew Mew.
Had to watch without you, nerd.
As Alphys puts Undyne down, it's neither Sans or Undertale while watching her melt into herself.
Frisk!
But they
refused.
You wake up. No one is here.
Hey! Over here! Finally, you were out for quite some time.
I'm, not quite sure for how long, but enough for me to wonder about human sleep cycles for sure. Look at all this. When I woke up, it was all empty and silent. But then I checked the computer installation I made on my phone, and it started projecting all of this. Of course I have a supercomputer on my phone. Who do you take me for? Isn't it beautiful? All of that we are. All of our favorite places. All neatly summarized in a system that just works. Isn't it incredible? I even dug a bit further and it connected me to a sweepstake. It was so ridiculous, I thought Sans would have put something up like that. But, you know, as simple of a guy he is, he always appreciated how intricate the physical world was. Trying to figure out a simple solution to something overly complicated was always his thing. But I guess this was too simple, even for him. I get why it upset him. I wish he told me, just so I'd have known what was going on. For so long, I thought I did something wrong, or that I got too annoying to him. If we just sat down and talked about it, maybe we wouldn't have drifted apart like that. It's honestly not that different from what we already know. I mean, DNA is just a bunch of data on a city string if you think about it. Maybe it's just me, but I can't help but be excited at all of this instead. Oh, why do I look normal? Well, when you try putting your soul into the power belt, it sort of causes a rift and catapulted us into the void. Or rather, the waiting room of it? I checked the code and it's similar to your start menu screen. That's where you hang around usually when you're not in our world, isn't it? And I guess it sort of neutralized all the LV intake and, here I am. When I first woke up here, I was gonna do something very, very stupid. But I got way too curious about the environment we were in and started fiddling with the phone. I guess not all curiosity is bad, eh? And as you could probably tell already, I could look into the different POVs here too. Mainly yours. In fact, all this code seems to surround itself on your very being. Thing is though, the load and save seems to always belong to you, and you alone. Even when you fought Flowey, he technically wasn't in control if you came back after dying. But he thought he was. It's like the world is designed for you, and you specifically. Or maybe it rewrote itself once you surpassed Flowey's determination. That would be fun to decode and figure out. I'll be honest, I don't know how to feel about you. On one side, I'm still just so mad, but looking at all this, I can't help but understand. All this is so much. Too much for one person, let alone a child. And while my intentions were good at first, once the sense of consequence was gone, there was no reason to feel attachment to anything. No sense of real community. Just left with a sense of eternal loneliness. That's why you upset me so much with your change of attitude. It made me remember what I was doing and I couldn't take it. To Sans, to the evacuees, to Undyne, to Mettaton. God, I messed up before, but I feel like if I'm able to forgive you, it'll make forgiving myself easier too. Not to mention, I saw your speech. Or, more of a declaration. About giving up your soul for us. I actually thought of a different solution for it. I saw how you used the implant to restart this timeline specifically. And, while it made me kinda petty at first, I thought about it and I took your implant you got from Sans and installed a sort of virus into it. How do I explain this? I had this finance project once, and when I was done with the UI, I couldn't interact with an option like I wanted to. when I couldn't fix it, I did like a bunch of different codes and commands, hoping it would go around the issue, but all the codes ended up making the main option unusable. It turned into a maze without an exit. That's basically what it's gonna do to your reset. You could still save and load, but I made it so that you'd save the instant you pass by a save point by force. And for extra measure, there's a clock to it. I set it to like, I don't know, a week from our perspective, which will flood code into your soul to basically make reloading impossible. And no, your soul is still the most determined, so don't worry about Flowey. Huh? Why am I trying to save you? Let's not call it that just yet. After all, it's still up to Agore and the Queen to decide your fate, so you might still be asked to give up your soul. But, well, I want to give you the second chance. Morbid curiosity maybe, but learning you haven't even hit puberty made me wonder what kind of person you could grow up to be without this burden and loneliness put on you. Well, you could still turn into a bad person, but, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I don't think moms think about their children becoming murderers when they're born, so... Not that I look at you like that. I mean, well, there's gonna be a very, very long talk with everyone. And no, I made sure everyone who wears the amulet or implant doesn't forget. It'll reset to what it was before, so... See you later, Frisk.
And at long last, you finally reset for the last time.
Get up already. You're only delaying the inevitable. Again. I get it though. I would have laid around too for a while if Astrid wasn't with me. A calm before a storm is nice. Fascinating. It actually worked, huh? This is really it. Feels odd, doesn't it? Well then, I doubt you need me to hold your hand anymore. Alphys made it so you'd be asleep until they made their verdict. If my guess is right, they're gonna be on their way here to get you now. I wouldn't try anything cute this time. Don't you dare use your sob story to get out of this, got that? Although, I suppose you were never much of a talker to begin with. Truly one of your only virtues. Don't be daft. I'm just doing what I always did. Give you advice. Not like I can just yet, anyway. No, I'm probably just stuck to you forever. Or not. All I know is I'm not watching what happens next. This is your judgment, not mine. Learn to face it on your own, Frisk. Thank you. Use my name again, and there won't be receipts next time.
They're not sure what they expected, but in hindsight, it should have been obvious.
Hey there! You sure dozed off for a while. You might beat my record one of these days. How you feeling, buddy? Yeah, you're right. Let's put small talk to the side. I'm the judge after all, so I'll tell you the verdict we came to. First, we needed to find Alphys. So we all met up at the castle to the throne room. We all had a weird signal go through our heads when you reset. Frankly, I wasn't sure what had happened to you both. But the signal was enough reassurance. How's Alphys? Well, obviously gave her the usual shtick. Good old judgment and all that. Had to rub it in that she lost, of course. Like any good winner. But, yeah, we're okay. Then, of course, we started the discussion. Alphys, me, Papyrus, Undyne, and Mettaton had varying opinions on it to help the Queen and King judge over the footage. Although Mettaton was barely paying attention. Due to Alphys meddling with the implant, she managed for Mettaton to not immediately fall down after the reset. So he was mostly posing for the majority. Just glad he could move freely again. Though he is, for obvious reasons, not on speaking terms with Al. He even said that he'd take a break from Spotlight on the surface and spend some time with his cousins. You can't expect everyone to forgive and forget. As for you... Well, it's a unique situation, to say the least. First off, taking your soul was voted off immediately by everyone. Now don't get your hopes up, Undyne and Agore were close to considering it. But looking at the oldest recording of the amalgamates showed a guaranteed favorable outcome between humans and us. And immediate execution after it would cause more trouble with the humans too, as if they'd believe the tapes anyway. Or that's at least what me and Alphys argued. Agore was uncomfortable with it anyway, and you bet Tori was already against it. So, your soul is off the hook. Now prison was more realistic, but me and Al noticed a similar issue with that. You see, how are we supposed to explain we got a child locked up as well? So that's not gonna bode well either. Which, by the way, Paps was completely committed to be a personal guard. Even prepared a custom battle buddy for it before getting to the throne room. So he got a little upset over it, but he's good. Speaking of guard actually, your little speech I apparently missed got Undyne to finally fess up to Paps about the training. The Royal Guard was gonna be disbanded anyway, but I'm kinda glad he's getting that closure. I expected him to sulk over it, but he took it surprisingly well. Even saying that he's discovered his true purpose in being the greatest friend of all, or how he calls it,
the ultimate coach for greatness!
Can't deny, he sure is good at that. Alright, that leads me to your actual punishment. Basically, you're exiled for life. That means no entry, no communication, and no info on any monsters or official monster community areas. Flowey and Alphys will be exiled too, but Undyne will go with her, so that's neat I guess. Exile companions are exempt from that rule. We can't spend a whole lot of time to convince every monster on what you did and shows if they forgive you or not. So this is the best we could come up with. So yeah, no ambassador status for you, kid. Toriel will cover that, since she's decided to come back as queen. No, not as Agore's wife, but they can be civil about it. She thinks she needs to stay by her people after her shelter experience. In any case, the moment we get to the surface, we'll have to find the van quickly so that the three of us get out of there ASAP. Well, technically 5 if we count Flowey and a mage, but they're small so it's not a huge factor. Hold on, Pat made me do a whole list before getting here. Okay, so Tori already handed me a curriculum, so we need books for those. Pat wants a van to tour like those human rock bands, so we need to see if we can get a second hand on something like that. And apparently humans need something called an insurance? I'm almost sure we can get the majority of it later. Definitely can wait on whatever the tax declaration is. We need to get out before Undyne's, Tori's and Agore's memories kick in, or the sudden recovery of events could cause problems. Ah, right. About that, I readjusted the amulets, so upon wearing, they temporarily get amnesia of all the events, but kicks back in, I wanna say, 7 days? That's so we can get to the surface without any tension in the group. Even Flowey agreed to it, but we'll make sure we all go to Agore together. Fasten the process, so to say. Now the real stressor is Pap's amnesia being shorter, so you have to help me holding him back from buying a car that'll bankrupt us within seconds. My bad. I must have forgotten something. You didn't think you could escape Pap's Benement program like that, right? Alright, guess I gotta spell it out. In short, you're coming with us, bucko. Wow. You really can't hide emotions, can ya? Alright. One more won't hurt. Come here, pal. Don't give me that. Tori said to give you one for her. Go back to crying already. There was a... never mind. Well, since Shem is already thrown out the window, I'm proud of you, Frisk. What you did was awful. You get off way too easily with just an exile. Don't you ever forget that. Anyway, someone's gonna make sure you stay out of trouble. Not sure if that's forgiveness yet, but consider it a first step. And besides, you did the right thing in the end. Stomping that glimmer would do no one any good. Whatever still needs work, that's what we're here for from now. Like I was supposed to. About that actually. Don't know if you've noticed, but... Huh? I don't have amnesia. And your stats are in dire straits. No! Yeah, I'd love to give you a good reason. But in short, I was busy outsmarting the codes that you completely overlooked what it did to your HP. So, consider that a bonus punishment? And, well, I'm sure you'd still do fine on your own. But for once, I'm a clock in early for a job. I'll be with you, kid. All the way through and beyond. Come on now. We got a long road ahead of us. It never gets old. Good to see you happy, Frisk. Let's go then. We got better things to do, right? And so, they did. Frisk and Sans went on to have better things to do. They did waste 20 minutes eating spider donuts though.